welcome to our next lecture. This time we are focused on the AI, creativity and ethics, opportunities and threats in the digital age. I hope this topic will be very interesting for you.
This is generally something what we do in business. Nevertheless, in the generative AI, so when we go to arts and well, creativity, we should think about the generative AI. So we know that generative AI, ChatGPT, Midjourney, and many other softwares, it is able to create something, right? We know that, well, AI is writing the books. We know that it is able to make a picture. We know that it is able to make some kind of the short movie and so on. Nevertheless, we should be aware that if we want that generative AI is writing a book, we should provide the data to the system, that the system is able to write a book. So the system is not writing any book and is not providing any picture out of nothing. We have to collect the data, so we have to feed the system once again, as with dogs and with the cats. So we should give the, for instance, the books of other authors, and we should present the pictures of the artist. We should provide the movies, so the system is able to learn something, right? And once again, the more books, the more pictures, the more movies we provide, and we well feed the algorithm, the higher chance that when we write a prompt and we describe what the system should do, that the system will be able to provide something. And in consequence, people perceived and they were able to pay less for the same value, for the same piece of art when it was created by artificial intelligence. We made this on the pictures, never on the paintings. We didn't have a chance to make it on music. You know that artificial intelligence is creating music. We don't know what is the reception. I have seen some last research that it was reporting the same results. So when the music is created by artificial intelligence is perceived as the worst one, as valueless. Nevertheless, we don't know nothing about the movies, right? So when the movie is created by artificial intelligence, we don't know now what is the reception of the people who are watching this movie, and we don't know if people are more happy to go to the cinema, for instance, to do it. We are not able to differentiate when we have the acceptable, I would say, amount of AI in the process. So this is really a big question, and I think it is really worth checking. If we show the same, I would say, procedure that something is created, and we say that author was talking to ChatGPT or was inspired with some kind of the work, but he used his own hand or her own hand, right? And the AI was just a supportive tool. We can absolutely check how it affects the value and the perception. So, well, let's try. So when some researcher, they asked them to differentiate which picture was created by AI, they were not able to guess, right? So it was almost 50-50. So they just don't like it when they discover it is made by AI.
The source of their power is that during last 5 years, they managed to train 25,000 people in their schools around the United States to be, and they officially trained it for that, to be loyalists and to be officers in the public administration. So they have an army of officers, I mean, of office workers behind them, which can fulfill all those that will be replaced or removed from the actual government. And this is something that is still pretty known and well known, but even more obscure part is the neo-reactionary part of it, also called dark MAGA. That's why it's different from red MAGA, or aka dark enlightenment. And this is political and ideological movement that I would like to focus on, because this one seems to be the most dangerous for me, and at the same time probably has the most power in the current administration. They are calling themselves also new monarchists, and this is completely feudal system, and they also claim it is feudal. So it's not that this is, an adjective that you throw at them. Oh, this is feudal. No, they say that this is the feudal system. And you might have heard about Yanis Varoufakis, who is a leftist thinker, former minister of Greece, minister of finance of Greece, who wrote a book, Techno-Feudalism, and he's promoting this term to describe what is happening right now. So actually, they've been using this term, but as a positive description, before Varoufakis came with his idea to call it techno-feudalism. So this is where they are heading with it.
So this is why we shed the light on human rights through the different lenses, and one of them are stakeholders. There are a lot of different stakeholders in audiovisual industry. I am just indicating exemplary four which are very essential for human rights. The one are employees, the second is the audience that I has already indicated in the previous slides. There are also suppliers and communities as the whole. Employees has the rights, the employer right, and there are a lot of cases when the employees' rights are abuses. Like the right to living wage, the right to relax, the right to have the good working conditions, the right to safe and healthy working conditions, and so on. And of course, in audiovisual industry, there are different stages, and unfortunately, on each of them, a lot of different abuses may appear. Audience, as I say, you have a huge impact on audience in a positive and negative way. You can create unethical patterns of behavior if the production are full of unpleasant behaviors that are very welcomed by people. There are also a lot of different groups of audience, like the small children, which are or may be affected by the production and by the content that you are presenting. And suppliers, quite different element of audiovisual industry. When you think about the new production, you need to make a lot of different decisions, and all of them are related to suppliers, the relations with suppliers, the way that you are building them, just to assure that the production will be successful, and of course it will be economically efficient.